What's up, everybody? Welcome back to FNG Academy. I just had a quick announcement. I'm proud to say that we've been helping people get selected for 3 years now. I've been getting a lot of messages about people thanking us and saying that they just graduated from selection and they got selected. People graduating the Q course. One of my buddies just sent me a video from the Charlie committee. He asked, if you guys have ever heard of the FNG Academy, raise your hands. And all their hands went up, and it just filled me with pride. So part of the way that we do that is making sure that you guys are physically fit and ready for selection. And the way we've been doing that for the past couple of years is by sending you to a Green Beret we know and trust, Kevin over at 18 Alpha Fitness. So if you want to get selected, you need to be in the best shape possible, and you need a programmer who knows what they're talking about. So go check out Kevin over at 18 Alpha Fitness. Use code word BUCK to get a discount. Tell him we sent you and hook you up. Congrats to everyone who's been getting selected lately, and we'll see you guys on the next one. What's up, guys? Welcome to this episode of Beers and Breakdowns. Back in old Texas at my house. Texas at my house to film another episode. We'll be back in California next trip.
We will. That's why the backdrop's a little bit different.
Yeah, looks so weird.
Taking the show on the road.
Yeah, we tried to put the FNG Academy banner behind there, and it looked weirder.
It did, yeah.
So we just nixed
That's what
that.
we got.
And we said, you know what? It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. That's how I live my life.
It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. All right, brother.
You know what I mean? In this episode, we're doing a movie. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
I liked it quite a bit, actually.
I had never heard of this movie before somebody recommended it either. So
Danger Close.
Thank you.
It's got, was it Jimmy Fimmel? What's his name?
Yeah, Ragnar Lothbrok.
Yeah, Ragnar's
from
in
Viking. I was watching this. I got like halfway through it, and I was like, I know this guy from somewhere, and then I looked it up. But yeah, it's got him in it. It's actually kind of based on a true story about an Australian and New Zealand unit, however you say that. Anyways, about a unit in Vietnam, and it's somewhat based on facts.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool
It's a
story.
good movie. So if you guys want to see more of these episodes, do us a favor. Tell us which ones you want to see in the comment section. And if you like them, well then show your support. Hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, you could do that anytime you want. It's totally fine. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. We appreciate it. It makes us less depressed every day we wake up because we just obsess over the subscriber count and hope that one day we'll reach 50 million, and we'll just be the world's most famous YouTubers on the planet. Because that's our
Mr. Beast.
Yeah, that's our goal here, is to be Mr. Beast. All right, so let's jump into this episode of Danger Close.
It's also a movie, not an episode, but
Yes. What did I say? Did I say
you said
episode?
episode. I'm gonna need you to pick it up a little bit.
I'm struggling, dude. We're a little hungover.
2 meters working on the bearings now, sir. 3 minutes. Maybe you should tell them to hurry the fuck up. 4 call signs. This is 4. We need those bearings now. Over.
What call, boss?
Alright. I'll see your 2. And I'll raise you 5.
The fire's incoming, Lieutenant Sharp.
Keep your pants on, Sarge. Can't you see we're in the middle of the game?
Yeah, no. Keep your pants on, Sage. It's like, I'll beat your ass.
Yeah.
Most of the time, people that think they're tough like that are really quite cowardice.
Yeah, yeah.
And when actual things start happening like this, they shit their pants.
Yeah.
So showing him kind of like overly confident, chilling, just to continue the game, it doesn't show that you're tough. It's just poor leadership.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And you're supposed to be an officer and a leader.
Yeah.
Like,
You should be figuring out the tactical decisions so you could survive, not just continuing to play a poker game.
yeah. And I can't get past Travis Fimmel. Every time I see him, I think of Ragnar.
Yeah.
Like
He's a
every
tough
like movement that he does, everything, he looks like Ragnar. So
I like little Peg.
This is Nigel. The way she sings that surfer boy song.
Oh, she's flying in tomorrow.
Well, little Patty is.
Yeah, you want to meet her?
he's just gripping that
You know
trigger.
little Patty?
Like this.
Find out what idiot did that.
Dude.
You knew instantly that's some asshole ND'd and then tried to cover it up.
Shitting your pants if you're the private in there with him. You're just glad it wasn't you.
Like, come on, dude. Like, we know what kind of attack we're under.
Yeah.
This is mortar fire. Nobody's pushing on our location. You're the only person that saw somebody, and you saw one person and they decided to just not attack. They just abandoned ship right after.
Yeah. So what we had there was a classic case of an ND, or the negligent discharge, which you don't want to ND. For one, he's sitting there drinking a beer with his finger on the trigger, just gripping the trigger, and then just cracks one off.
Yeah.
So the gun's not unsafe, for one. For two, he's got his finger on the trigger, so that's never a good sign.
Not even just like your finger on the trigger. He was like molesting the trigger well with his entire finger.
You know,
like, you never have your finger on the trigger until you're ready to fire.
We had a Bravo, and one of the officers tried to fry him because we were in NTC, so National Training Center, doing a rotation through there, and we just finished a mission, and we're all riding in our trucks, and one of our Bravos was on the 50 cal on one of the trucks, and as we're riding, we just hear, pow, a round goes off, and we had the company commander in our truck with us. And
that's bad.
And so the company commander was like, what was that? Was that an ND? And everybody's like, no, it wasn't. And from where I was sitting, he definitely ND'd. I thought he ND'd. But of course, in front of the company commander, everybody else was like, no, I'm trying to like protect him. But a lot of people, you know, depending on where you're at, it wasn't clear if it was or not. But that company commander tried to fry him for a long time too. It was like weeks later, he was still having to go into meetings and stuff and trying to figure out what happened. But an ND is a big deal.
So did he ND? Damn, you guys didn't even talk about it after?
He swears he didn't. And people in his
what
truck,
was the bang?
People in his truck said that he didn't. From where I was sitting, it sounded like he did. I know why the company commander thought that, because I definitely, if you had to ask me, I would say he did. But who knows?
You know what's crazy? Speaking of Bravos, NDing and actually not NDing is, what's his name? From our class. We've talked about him before. The big Bravo. They had to stop hitting him in SEER school because he got beat so many times. The big square jaw sniper. You know what I'm talking about, because you said his name. Leighton.
Yeah.
So Leighton was in the Bravo course and he ND'd. Like, he went to go prone and bang. And all the casuals are like, what the fuck? You're fucking done. And they started swarming. Your career's over. And Leighton's like, I've been an infantryman for years. He goes, I'm a sniper. That was not my fault. He goes, my gun malfunction. And they're like, you know how many times people say their gun malfunction? And you know how rare it is for an M4 to malfunction? And we're just like, dude, Leighton's done. Like, this is bad. But all of us knew that Leighton had like some of the most experience in our whole class.
Yeah.
And so we're like, super experienced, super calm. And Leighton was like, no, I did not ND. I did not ND. And then the cadre came up and we're like, okay, we're going to test your weapon. And it was our Bravo instructor, the head instructor. He's like, I'm going to test it. If it does it again, you're fine. He goes, if it doesn't do it again, you're done.
Jeez.
And so we're all shitting our pants, especially Leighton's like fucking dead at. Like, he's like a ghost. He's like, it wasn't me, dude. But now it's all dependent on if it does it again.
Yeah.
And the fucking cadre drops down, bang.
Oh, damn, you got lucky.
Oh, dude, so his weapon malfunctioned.
Isn't that so crazy that your career could be done over something not even your fault? Just because it just happened. If that wouldn't have done, if it wouldn't have been able to replicate that issue, he'd have been done.
Yep.
And he's a good dude too.
Yeah, Leighton's a great dude, and it was wild. And we were all it was like watching a movie, because it's like the cadre's about to redo exactly what he just did, and that shit went bang, and we're like, oh. It was like a win for all the students, because we're like, see, we're not fuck ups, you know, like he said he didn't do it, he didn't fucking do it.
So the moral of the story is, this is kind of a big deal.
It's a huge deal.
That he did this.
Huge
and so
deal.
that's why he's trying to cover it up by actually firing. And later on, you'll see another scene where he brings him in and he's talking to him about how he's supposed to be a good shot. Well, how come you missed? And he's like, don't lie to me.
Yeah.
So
it's like, come on, don't be an idiot. We know that you didn't fucking see somebody, because then there would have been multiple attacks.
This is 4-2. Contact! Contact! Contact!
6 enemy. Green uniforms, 100 minutes
4-2, this is 4. Jason, give me advice, over.
See, this scene kind of baffles me too. Is he sees the enemy and he shoots one shot?
Yeah.
It was a beautiful shot, hit him
Yeah.
right in the neck. But why would you only shoot one shot?
Everybody else just dropped and took a knee. They're waiting to get shot at that
Right.
point. Like, you could have just lit up that whole element. Now you got to go chase them through the jungle.
Right. Everybody should have. Those guys should have been dead instantly.
Right.
It should have been like bang.
Yeah, when you're shooting, everybody's starting to shoot now.
Everybody's shooting. If we're walking on patrol and I hear you bang, I trust you. I know that
Yep.
you just saw something good and you're shooting at it. I'm running to you. As soon as I got eyes on, bam, 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 bam.
Well, not even that, but that guy should have kept firing too.
Right, exactly. Why did he only shoot one shot?
I don't. Yeah.
It makes no sense. He should have dumped that entire mag and tried to take out as many of those dudes as possible.
Yep.
He should have turned and just doof, 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 doof until it was click. And then take a knee or find some cover, start reloading, and then everyone else should have been already shooting by that point. Those guys should have been dead right then and
Now
there.
you got to go play hide and seek.
Right, and chase them around and essentially give up your tactical advantage because now you're being lured wherever they want you to go.
Speed, surprise, violence of action.
Yeah.
They lost all of it now.
Lost
they
all
had
of
it.
it.
They had it right there.
Yep, and they lost it.
That's a crazy gun. How are you supposed to aim?
It was just a mag in your face. Like you couldn't think of one better place for that mag to go.
Literally anywhere else.
Oof. Eesh.
Fuck me.
So this scene kind of reminded me of small unit tactics.
Mm-hmm.
Am I making a pussy out of my pants? Pull that out. Hey, he poured a lot of vodka on my drink. But this reminds me of small unit tactics. And when we do SEALs, stop, look, listen, smell.
The way you say it always drives me crazy.
Why?
Seals. I don't know. I was always taught sills.
SILs?
Sills. But you're always like seals.
Whatever.
Eh,
Same,
it's
same.
fine. It's like mentality.
Yeah. What's the mentality?
Mentality. But yeah. so-
Tomato.
But when you're patrolling, you're doing sills, stop, look, listen, smell, like you said, you'd be surprised at how loud your environment can be. And so when you stop and everybody stops moving, now you can hear literally everything in there.
Well, there's two parts to that. So one thing when we do SILs, I'll say SILs just because you're probably right. 99% you're right, and I just don't know. I just say SEALs. So when we do SILs, this is the motion for it, right? It's the hand on the head.
I think so, yeah.
And then, so we're not just stopping. If the environment in North Carolina in selection for everybody that's watching, that's going to selection, is a lot like this movie. It's just flat and trees. So it's a lot like that to where you're not just going to take a knee. You're going to take a knee and find some cover.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a good tree to stand behind and have some cover behind. And then you're just taking the knee. Your hat comes off. Was it hat? I think hat off was
Hat off, yeah.
was SILs. And then and you're just dead quiet, listening for anything, smelling for anything. When you think, why would you want to smell for anything? Well, you're smelling for fires. So burning wood, you're smelling for people's stench. You know, so if you're in certain parts of the country, like Africa, Afghanistan, they have a very particular smell because a lot of them don't use all the deodorants and shit that we use, or even that, deodorants and perfumes.
Anything not natural.
Anything not natural,
You
you're
can smell
smelling for.
tobacco, whether it's smoke
Tobacco.
like dip or cigarettes.
Shit.
Poop, yep, poop's another one.
You know, you could smell people's urine. When enough people take a piss, you could smell the urine. So all of that stuff you're just taking in, and nature, you know, is like zeroed out. Like anything above the sounds and smells of nature itself, you'll be able to pick up on.
Yeah, and you can, when people are walking through the woods, it's very distinctive. But if
You
you're
can't
with a
walk
group,
quietly through the woods.
right,
You
if you're
can't
with a
do
group
it.
of people walking, you're not going to hear it. But once you stop, you can hear every footstep because it's leaves, it's twigs breaking, people brushing up against things. It's very loud when you actually are in a situation like this. But yeah, these guys just stop and stand there.
They just stood there.
Like, for one, take a knee, like you said, get behind a tree,
Yep.
and then do it.
You know, it's crazy how much a tree is amazing cover. They'll stop bullets. A tree's almost like It doesn't take that thick of a tree to stop a bullet.
Yeah.
So if all of you, if we do sills, whatever it's, take my hat off or top my head, I can't remember which the hand signal is. I'm not just gonna take a knee exactly where I'm at. I'm gonna look and see if there's a covered and concealed position within 5 feet radius of where I'm standing, because we still want to make a tactical circle, a tactical patrol base. Yeah. We don't want to just like have one guy way over there because that's where the closest tree was. If within 5 feet to 10 feet of your circle radius of where you are, if you could find some cover, you're going to go to that tree, take a knee, maybe you drop your sack because you're going to be there for a while, and then you just listen and you have your cover and you look around.
Yeah.
So if these guys would have done that, a lot of these guys wouldn't have gotten hit during that entourage.
Well, I mean, also, like, the stuff we know today was built on the backs of people like this, Vietnam, World War II and stuff, the mistakes that they made.
That's true.
So.
I just thought that sniper was an idiot.
Why?
It's like, why would you? First of all, you don't puncture your field of cover with your muzzle. Mm-hmm. I forget what it was called, but when we used to do the remember the barrier, the drills?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it would say, don't muzzle fuck the barrier.
Yeah.
It's like, don't shove your muzzle into the barrier like that, because then people could see it. You want to try to shoot from behind and get your shot as best you can without muzzle fucking it. And every one of us wants to muzzle fuck it because it creates a platform for you to stick your muzzle and you can set it on. But having that guy just shove the barrel of his rifle all the way out like that,
right.
If anyone's walking by and looks, you went from a completely hidden position to, hey, there's a gun.
Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
boom, 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 boom. And then now you're dead. Second, he has this amazing position. You have the 6 pulled up. Why would you take that shot on just one random dude? Mm-hmm. You're not going for leadership. You're not going for the commanding officer, the person that's like in command and control, so has a lot of confidence. You're not putting any thought behind
You just
who
went
you're
for the
shooting.
first one they saw.
Yeah, you just went for the first person you saw, and you paid the price for it. You put one bullet in one guy's cheek, and then you got murdered for it. Mm-hmm. Like, how about you just sit and wait for the opportunity? Is there one guy leading the front? Is there one guy that's really like beneficial to this gunfight? Or once the assault starts happening and they're so distracted with the front, you could have been picking off people from the back,
Yeah.
and they don't even know that it's coming from the back.
Yeah.
So you could have taken out 15, 20 instead of one because you didn't have patience.
I think I would have went for the guy with the machine gun.
That's
You
another
saw
good
as
point.
soon as he turned around with that was a wrap for him.
Right.
So.
But I would have waited for the initial assault and then taken out the machine gun.
Yeah.
No. First of all, this guy's an idiot. Like, he's just run off by himself.
Yeah.
Like, it's the stupidest thing you could possibly do. You're putting everybody in jeopardy by doing this. So now something happens to you. Now your whole unit has to divert and go find you. And then people will probably end up dying in the pursuit of finding you. And second, you come across armed combatants trying to pull a wounded soldier off the battlefield.
Yeah.
And you let them live?
I mean, at the very least, I would have disarmed him. I would have
Very
taken their guns.
least.
Because now, like, he's like turning around and about to leave. They could shoot him in the back.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Well,
if
I
you're
don't
not
know.
going to kill him, at least take their guns from him.
That's a good point. At the very least, have them drop their guns. I would have killed them.
I mean, a situation like this, yeah.
I'm killing them. Like, we're in a gunfight. We're your enemy. I don't care that you're women.
You've got guns on your
you've got
back.
guns on your back.
You're not hunting doves.
Right.
Like, you're here for a reason.
The only reason you're not shooting me right now is because I had the tactical advantage on you.
Exactly, yeah.
Caught you you know, not paying attention, trying to help him, you're all getting shot. I would have blasted them chicks right in the face, and then that dude right in the chest.
Yep.
Like, this is war, dude. You have weapons, and we're not sexist.
You want to be treated as equal?
Yeah, you want to be equal.
Here we go.
You picked up that gun. You're an enemy combatant, and you're going down.
I was saying I was also going to blast him in the face.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, girl?
Abel's going to try and flirt with him.
Trying to riz him up.
Hey, you come here often?
So, hey,
Chao Busang. I know a little Vietnamese.
what you guys pulling out of them trees? Is that milk? That shit crazy. I bet it's delicious.
You sound like Gary Owens.
I was like, we got
Delicious.
nothing to buy you.
We got that shit, but that's delicious ass milk, man. You want to try some? I love to try some. Let me get some of that
I
milk.
got some of them old alligators around here.
You show me how you do it.
I'm
I
gonna
bet
give you
it
some of
tastes,
them beignets.
I bet it's super talented to pull that milk out of that tree. That's some delicious ass milk.
What kind of milk are you eating with your fingers?
Nom, 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 nom. It's sap, dude. You taking that, you dipping that.
Just licking the tree.
Look at, I love your country. It's my favorite country.
Oh, this has gone downhill.
I am not taking the responsibility.
I'll take the bloody responsibility. Now call it in.
He was chunky before he was a Viking.
Yeah. What is that gun?
No idea.
I feel like you should know this as a Bravo.
Yeah, probably should. Someone in the comments that knows. I bet you. We just talk about how cool the New Zealand fire team is in this movie.
Oh, they're a badass.
That dude's
Just
so
shirtless, just dropping warheads on foreheads.
Warheads on foreheads. Just massive dudes. I feel like they did the
The haka?
haka.
He's like, hey, could you just shoot the shells? Hold on, mate. We're not done.
Hold on, mate. We got to finish the hooker. It's the hooker.
That is a badass team, though.
Dude, the team's
sure.
dope as shit. I feel like fucking Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's going to come out in his sack. He's going to start doing the haka with them, handing them rounds. How deft are those guys, though?
Bro, and because they're just like, one guy's only doing it with one hand. You know those guys are, well, probably getting disability when they get out.
Probably.
Actually, back then, probably not. They just got tinnitus like a mofo.
They're all yelling at each other at the end of the night. That was a good day.
Yeah!
What?
And so, all right, so I went to Fort Sill, Oklahoma for my basic training, which is an artillery base. And I remember we had these shells all around. Like, they're like displayed all over the place. Those things are freaking heavy. Have you ever picked one up? They are massive.
Like a 120?
Yeah. Fuck, I don't know what they are, but they're heavy.
Why didn't you tell the others you weren't in? They would charge you back.
I don't want to be in trouble.
I just didn't need a lot.
Hey, buddy. Have a look there.
That's Bravo Company, boys. Don't worry about it.
Well, they must have changed their uniforms, mate, because they're all in black.
Oh, shit.
Ankles are buggered.
Why would you wait to shoot?
Yeah.
Like, start ripping that stupid weapon or whatever you have.
That's the stupidest. So one thing I don't understand. I'm thinking from a logistics perspective, right? He's got this gun with, for one, it's got the magazine coming straight out the top. So
Pretty sure it's
the
either
sights
45 or 9 mil.
right. And so everybody else is carrying either this one, which looks like, what is that, 7.62 or something like that. Everybody else probably has like 5.56. You're the only one with this gun. So when you need to get any kind of ammo, who are you going to go to? It's just on you. Like,
Yeah.
why would they give this guy this gun?
Like, I get it. It's a good close quarter weapon system, but you're not operating a whole lot of close quarters.
You're in the
here.
jungle.
in the jungle. It's like,
Get something that's going to penetrate and be the same as everybody else.
yeah, I would definitely be with a 7.62 rifle.
Yeah, it just looks dumb too.
Yeah,
The
it
stupid
looks-
magazine sticking up the top.
Yeah, it's an ugly visual appeal. There's no visual appeal. It's not very
It's not
cool looking.
sexy.
You violated rule number 1. That's always look cool.
Never violate rule number 1.
I like that tank commander.
Yeah.
He's got some big old brass balls.
He
and
does.
was fighting his ass off to get into the battle.
The
whole
thing,
time.
the thing I like about him is he has common sense. So like when they call off, when the one commander's like, "Hey, wait for me," and the guy's like, "I can't." It's like, "Fuck, I'm not gonna wait for you. Or people are gonna die." And so he's like, "All right, you go back and get him. We'll meet you there." And so everything he does, he kind of bucks the system and goes against what he's ordered to do, but it makes common sense. He's doing it for a reason.
Yeah, and then the commander not only sends you back to go get him, then tells you not to go in without him.
Yeah.
Which, what a douchebag move.
Yeah.
You have your guys in combat waiting for this tank unit to show up, and you're trying to hold them off so you could be the hero.
Just because you want to be there.
And you're like, I was there with you guys. So
And if you look what happens, he cuts the tank or the APC, Armored Personnel Carrier force, down by
like 3.
2. Yeah, 2 or 3.
So it's like almost half of their unit
Exactly.
gets cut down.
All because of this one commander.
Yep.
It's just another example of how officers screw things up
Yeah.
for no freaking reason.
Because he wanted on his bullet that he went in and tried
Yeah.
to save the guys. It's like, no, you had your chance. You bucked up to your boss. He said, stay your ass right here, and you listened. That was your chance.
Yeah.
You could have left. You should have left. And instead, you're like, never mind, come back and get me. Like, now you're risking how many lives because of your ego.
He was like a kid sneaking out of the house at night because he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go troop the line," or whatever he said, and he's like, walks out and he's like, "Come get me now!" Like, come on, dude. You had your chance.
You had your chance. You should have had some balls.
You almost ruined the whole mission.
But there it is, guys. Hope you enjoyed that episode. I really like this movie.
It's really good.
If you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth checking out. It's better than a lot of these movies that have been around lately that I guess are just more common. Travis Fimmel. This wasn't my favorite role that he's done, but it was definitely, he was still really good in it.
I mean, he's not gonna compare to Vikings though.
Yeah, Vikings is just so dope. Ragnar Lothbrok was just like an all-time great character. I loved it. And when they killed him off, I was like, you're stupid.
Oh, I know. Man.
You're so dumb. Why would you do that? So, hope you enjoyed this episode. If you got this far, thank you guys so much. Sorry, the energy's a little low. We've been getting after it out here, and we're trying to bring it back up with these strong screwdrivers. But if you made it this far, do us a favor. Show us your support. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed and you already hit the like button, drop a comment down below. Hey, see you guys on the next one.